With news hitting the NBA that Joel Embiid will miss the rest of the NBA season, the NBA has quite a task on our hands as Joel Embiid can no longer win the Rookie of the Year. I mean, he's only played less than 40 games, and we know he's putting up the best stats than any rookie that we've seen in a long time, but we cannot give the Rookie of the Year to a guy who didn't even play half of the games in the NBA season. What up, YouTube? This is your boy Young Muster coming at you once again, and today we are going to discuss who is the Rookie of the Year. Now, I'm going to do a series here of my predictions for who's going to win which award, and like I just said, this video is going to be who I believe is going to win the Rookie of the Year. Now, without further ado, let's get into some honorable mentions for the Rookie of the Year. Now, one of the honorable mentions in the Rookie of the Year is going to be Brandon Ingram. But the saddest part about it is his stats just are not on par with someone who deserves to win Rookie of the Year. The guy is just putting up numbers that are just not acceptable for any player. He's averaging below 9 points a game. He has 4 rebounds a game, 2 assists a game, and honestly, that's not even the worst part about it because he doesn't get that many minutes and he's not even a starter. He's averaging below 40% from the field. Not from 3, but from the field. That is terrible, and his free throw percentage is below 70%. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't have the potential to be a great player or to be a star or a superstar for that matter. I'm just saying right now, we are just not seeing those signs. I mean, even Kobe in his rookie year, he didn't show signs of being a superstar until, I believe, his 3rd year in the NBA. So let's not rush Brandon Ingram and just give him an award just because Ben Simmons is out and he's the second best thing that was drafted in the draft. Now, another honorable mention is Chris Dunn. Now, in the beginning of this year, I thought Chris Dunn would eventually start and take the starting job away from Ricky Rubio, and Ricky Rubio would be a backup point guard like he belongs. But the problem is Chris Dunn has not proven himself as he is averaging pretty bad stats for someone coming off the bench. Yes, he is getting less minutes, but this is just unacceptable. Let's check this out right here. The stats that he's putting up, he's averaging below 4 points a game. He has 2 rebounds a game and 2 assists a game. And the worst part about it, just like Brandon Ingram, is his field goal percentage is even below 40% as well. His 3-point percentage, yes, it is above Brandon Ingram's, but I mean, the guy's not a 3-point shooter, so he even takes less 3-point shots than Brandon Ingram. And with that low of a percentage, you can tell he doesn't make the greatest opportunity of the 3-point shots he takes. And then when you factor other things in, like he can't make a free throw, I mean, his free throw percentage is below 60%. That is just bad, and no wonder he hasn't gotten the starting job from Ricky Rubio yet. And honestly, I think the thing that's hurting the Timberwolves is they need to get rid of Ricky Rubio. I mean, you need to get rid of your older assets so you can start building your younger ones. That's what the Bulls did when they let Taj Gibson go, Boozer go, Noah go, and then eventually Derrick Rose. So is it entirely Chris Dunn's fault that his numbers are really bad? No, but he does play a part in it, and hence he cannot win the Rookie of the Year. Another honorable mention is Jaylen Brown. Now, Jaylen Brown, when you look at his numbers, some people are going to sit there and say, hey, what's so special about that? But when you watch him play, you can tell he has star potential all over him. He could literally be like DeMar DeRozan in a sense of he's not a superstar, but he's the next thing to it. And who knows if he can even improve to the point that he can become a superstar. Now, as you see his numbers right here, he's averaging less than 7 points a game, almost 3 rebounds a game, almost an assist a game. And his field goal percentage is 45%. And he is also shooting under 70% from the free throw line, which is bad, but he can always improve that stat. And he is only playing 17 minutes a game. This guy, when you watch him play, I mean, just look at the highlights I'm just going to show you here.
Boston played last night. They won by 7 in Boston against Chicago, and the rookie Brown puts it in, the 3rd overall pick out of Cal. Brown goes inside and finds 2 on LeBron James, so he's hit a couple. They're smart with the 3. And Amir Johnson, by the way, nice hustle inside. Jaylen Brown acquitting himself very well.
I like this kid.
He is fearless.
I like this young player. I mean, this kid, He needs to work at the offensive end on his shooting, but his instincts are there.
And LeBron over 20, and he comes up with a shot from point-blank range and picked up by Brown. There's Johnson. This is Zeller, and he gets it to go without Crowder and Al Horford. They're relying inside tonight on Tyler Zeller. Brown tries on Thompson.
Travel.
And cut it.
Well, he didn't travel, coach. That's an and one.
Brown, three, got it.
Now, a lot of people are sitting there saying, oh, well, if he's so great, why is he an honorable mention? I'm glad you asked. The problem is his numbers just aren't strong enough, and he didn't even start in a lot of the games. He only started in 17 games throughout the season so far. And it's kind of obvious this guy's not going to start for the rest of the season unless something catastrophic happens to Jay Crowder. Yes, he plays the small forward position as well. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how his career plays out. Now, the final honorable mention on this list is got to be Joel Embiid. Now, Joel Embiid this season had a very strong case for the Rookie of the Year. Pretty much, it was going to be a landslide if they were going to do a vote. I don't think anyone would bet against him to win the Rookie of the Year if he had stayed healthy throughout the remainder of the season. I mean, he only played less than 40 games. I mean, this could be a problem for his career. Let's hope it isn't. Joel Embiid was averaging 20 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, and about 2 blocks a game. This guy was shooting 46% from the field. He was also shooting 37% from 3, and he was also making his free throws. For a big man, that is a great thing to have, a great reliability from him. He was shooting 78% from the free throw line. Now, what makes those numbers even more amazing and astonishing is the fact that he's on limited minutes. This guy was playing only 25 minutes a game, and he was putting up stats that even starting centers in this league who have been playing for a while, no matter how many minutes they get, whether it's 25 or whether it's 35, they did not put up those kind of numbers. And he is a rookie who was coming off of a very catastrophic injury. Now, obviously, like I said before, he cannot win the Rookie of the Year because of the limited games that he has played this season, and he is out for the rest of the season due to injury. Now that I've talked about all the honorable mentions who can win Rookie of the Year but are limited due to either field goal percentage or terrible stats or just limited minutes, now I'm going to reveal who I believe will win the Rookie of the Year and who I would give my vote to. The Rookie of the Year this season is Dario Saric. Now, I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but he is from Croatia, international player, and he is also a teammate to Joel Embiid. Now, Dario Saric, when you look at his numbers, what makes his numbers stand out, just like Joel Embiid's numbers stand out, is the limited minutes that he plays. He plays just as many minutes as Joel Embiid, which is about 25 minutes a game. They split minutes. As you can see, he's averaging 25 minutes a game, and he is putting up 12 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 2 assists a game. And one of the best stats here, just like Joel Embiid I mentioned earlier, he is shooting about 78% from the free throw line, which is very key in today's league for big men. As you see, hack-a-shack always happen in late quarters that cost teams games, such as the Clippers with DeAndre Jordan and the Heat with Hassan Whiteside and Andre Drummond with the Detroit Pistons. Now, a lot of people are saying he is not even better than someone like Jaylen Brown or Chris Dunn or even Brandon Ingram. Yes, I know he is probably not a better player than them, but due to the fact that the 76ers can maximize their talent more than a lot of the players who are rookies this season and are on teams that cannot maximize their talent like the Celtics or the Lakers or the Timberwolves, who have so many assets on their team, it's hard for them to get the stats to look very good. And I'm not trying to say that stats are everything, but when it's hard to maximize your talent and show your potential to its fullest, it's kind of going to be hard for players to say that you were the best rookie that year. Like I said, Dario Saric is not really the intent for Rookie of the Year this season, as Joel Embiid kind of messed that up when he got injured. Not to be rude to this man Joel Embiid, but come on, man, you gotta stay healthy. Dude, you're ruining awards here, man. Come on, dude. We don't want no Dario Saric to win Rookie of the Year when we have talent such like yourself in the league. Come on, dude. Now, you also have to realize that Ben Simmons was ruled out for the NBA season before the season even started. And if he had played this NBA season, who knows if he would have won Rookie of the Year or he would have even gotten a co-Rookie of the Year with Joel Embiid. Would have been the second time this has happened since Grant Hill and Jason Kidd were co-MVPs. So in conclusion, Dario Saric is my pick to win the Rookie of the Year, and it's not like he's the best rookie, but it's because rookies around the NBA are suffering due to things that are just out of their hand. And to Joel Embiid, get healthy, man. Come on, we can't be going through this with you every single year. Get healthy. Now, my next video, don't forget to catch it. I'm going to talk about who deserves the most improved player of the year. Now, that's kind of already given away as we've seen so many great things from a particular player, but you got to watch it to know who that particular player is. I'd also like to give a shout out to my man Kid Wild. Y'all go check out his YouTube. It's on the screen right now. Y'all go check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. I think he just put out his intro video to his channel a few days ago. Y'all check it out and don't forget to subscribe to him. He's the guy who made my YouTube intro. So y'all drop a like down there. Don't forget to give me a comment on your opinion. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If you disagree, y'all let me know in that comment section and comment who you think deserves to win Rookie of the Year. If you think it should be Joel Embiid, even with the fact that he played only 31 games this NBA season, you let me know. Don't forget to share this video. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to add me on Snapchat. This is your boy Young Mustard signing out. Peace.